Yo guys, what's going on? Monday to 6 here, back with the 2002 Honda Magna. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of preventative maintenance. Today we got a brand new air filter for it. Got a replacement air filter, and we got 4 brand new spark plugs. Not sure when the air filter or spark plugs have been changed in the Magna, but we're going to go ahead and take care of that today. Get her running tip-top. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Magna started up. I've been noticing a little bit of popping sounds. Might just be due to a fouled spark plug or the really dirty air filter that's inside the Magna. Never got around to changing it, just wanted to get the bike running first, but let's go ahead and get it started so we can hear the before and after. Hopefully it fixes the issue we're seeing. Hear a little bit of hesitation at throttle. Alright, let's get ready to do some preventative maintenance here on the Magna. First thing we want to do is take off this rear seat. Mine just has one bolt on the back. Then we remove this gas tank, which will give us better access to the spark plugs. Plus we need to take it off to change the air filter. So let's go ahead and get that started. The seat is removed. Next we'll go ahead and remove the gas tank. Let's come over here to the left side of the bike. Let's come over here to your fuel petcock. Let's just make sure this is switched to off. So when you lift up the gas tank and remove this gas line right here, you won't get gas everywhere. And the part we all love, trying to remove this gas tank. Make sure your handlebars don't hit the tank. Go. Start taking some of the items off here so we can get to this air box. We'll start with these little covers here, the little frame covers. They're just decorative little covers. There's one of these on each side, and then once we remove this, it'll give us access to a couple screws that are in here. Remove this screw, one on each side, so we can just remove the top of this air box. Okay, we got those decorative covers removed off the sides. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So just make sure you remove all these screws around the perimeter of this air box so we can get access to that air filter. Okay, got all those screws removed. Go ahead and just remove this part of the air box. Okay, getting ready to remove this top portion of the air box. Make sure some of these cables are out of the way. Alright, air box is free. We got disgusting air filter in there. Let's get a side-by-side comparison with the new air filter here. You can see that this is the one that's been in there a while. Pretty restrictive, really dirty. You can't really change just that element out there. You have to get this whole assembly right here. But let's open this new air filter, see what it looks like compared to the old one. Here's a side-by-side comparison on the new air filter and the old dirty one. This potentially could have been the original one that's in here. This bike has 24,000 miles on it. You could be looking at 24,000 miles of dirty air filter there, but 9-day difference. Hopefully we see a little bit of horsepower and throttle response gain out of this. Okay, we're going to start off with the hard ones first. We're going to get these front ones. Looks like we can get to them if we just remove these top 2 bolts from this radiator. And hopefully we can have the radiator swing down like this out of the way so we can gain access to the front 2 spark plugs. Let's see if it works. Went to move this radiator forward, but looks like this radiator hose right here is holding it up. Went ahead and took that chrome cover off here to the side. There's 2 bolts we can remove. Let's remove this bolt, and there should be one right here. And this whole assembly should be able to slide forward, and that'll give us enough room to move that radiator forward. Okay, well this radiator's not budging unless I take these bottom bolts out, but that's going to be a feat in itself because I have this crash bar on the side. It's kind of blocking that bolt from coming out. So we're going to do our best to remove these. I think it should be easy. We'll be able to just get a ratchet right in here. Should be able to just remove it. We should have enough room right here. So let's go ahead and just attack it from this side. And popped out this spark plug boot right here. Next we'll just go ahead and we'll get an extension and a spark plug socket in there and remove that spark plug. Okay, this is essentially what I have to drop down in the cylinder there. So we just have an extension, universal, then the socket, spark plug socket. So we'll get ready to drop this down right here in the cylinder. Just kind of finesse it in there, just like that. Drop down. Alright, got it in place. Just grab our ratchet, put it on there, and we'll loosen it up. Remove it. And remove that spark plug there. As you can see, it's super dark. Not sure if it means it's running rich. Maybe this plug was just fouled out. Not sure how old it is, but let's go ahead and get it replaced with a new one. Here's a side-by-side comparison on the new spark plug versus the old one. Let's go ahead and get it switched out. The first spark plug changed out. Let's go ahead and just put that boot back on. Same thing on this side. We want to switch out that spark plug right there. Looks like this ignition and the little decorative cover is in the way, so let's just grab our 10mm socket, remove this cover, and I believe 2 or 3 other bolts just to remove this assembly out of the way. Put this assembly out of the way, gives us access to that front spark plug. Same thing on this side. We'll just take our spark plug socket, our universal, and the little extension, and this will be able to go down in there like that. This will stick out, and then put our ratchet on it and extract that spark plug. Alright, here's the spark plug on this left side, the left front cylinder. It's looking pretty dark there. Not sure if there's supposed to be more of a diode there, but pretty dark. Should run better with the new spark plugs. Let's go ahead and get it installed. Here's just to give you a good example of how my extension is on there. You can see it's right here. Just goes really nicely into those front cylinders. So just a little word of advice, use that universal extension, spark plug socket, and then your ratchet. You'll be able to get in there and remove them, install the new ones. 2 spark plugs changed. These are the hardest, so these ones should be a piece of cake. Yeah, these rear ones are pretty straightforward there. And this back one here is pretty dark. You know, this could have been an issue from that dirty air filter making the bike run rich. But yeah, we got that new air filter to go along with these new spark plugs, so 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's go ahead and get this one replaced as well. This side was super simple. Spark plug changed. Let's go ahead and put the boot back on. Perfect. Well, this last one's really dark as well. Must have had a run rich maybe for a while from the previous owner. May have been just from that air filter. But all these look really dark, indicating a really rich mixture. But like I said, new air filter, new spark plugs. Hopefully we'll get that strained out. Let's go ahead. Okay, got the spark plug boot back on there. Have all 4 spark plugs changed. Next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to put the bolts back together. I took off like the front of that radiator and these decorative covers on the side here with the 10mm. Just going to tighten all this hardware back up for the radiator, and then we're going to start putting this back together. Got the radiator all tightened up, got the decorative side pieces put back on. Next thing we're going to do is install the air filter and all the screws to the air box. Alright, here's the new air filter. Just lay it on the top part of this intake box, and we'll just slide it in this way, the same way we took it out. The top of the air box slid on here. Just look at that new air filter in there. Looks so much better. And we'll start putting everything back together as we took it off. Last item we have here is the gas tank. Just want to give you a little tip here. If you take a little motor oil, put it on that piece right there. This is actually on both sides of the Magna. And this is what the front of the gas tank holds on to. So a lot of times it's a bear trying to get it on there because that rubber loves to grab the little metal C-clamps that are on the gas tank. So just put a little oil on it and it'll help that gas tank get installed a lot easier. Just a little trick I learned from rebuilding the carburetors and trying to get that gas tank back on a couple times. Gas tank is back on, looking good on the Magna. Just have to put the hardware back in for this gas tank and the seat back on. We can roll it out fire this puppy up. New air filter, 4 new spark plugs, ready to fire the Honda Magna up, ready to hear it for the first time after its tune-up. Let's go. This thing is running top now. I just had to go turn the idle screw down. It was running that poorly before that I had to turn it way up. So when the bike started up, it started idling higher than normal when turned it down. But this is crazy. She's running on all cylinders. Perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Spark plug air filter. It's like a new beast. Never heard this thing rev this fast. Oh my God, she's running so much better. Preventative maintenance. Previous owner did not do it. If you become a new owner of a Magna and you don't know if the spark plug and the air filter have been changed, get it done. I thought this bike was quick. It's going to be way faster now. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Monday 86. Out.
One more time for that exhaust. This thing, it revs so much faster. It sounds so much better. Let's hear it.